Hello guys, welcome to the next video on shell scripting series for beginners. In the last session we have seen that how we can create our first script using a nano editor and how we can execute our first hello world script. So in this session and onward I am going to use Visual Studio Code, as you can see on the right side, for our shell scripting series. Now in this session we will talk about comments and variables. So let's get started. If you are new on my channel, so like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification of all my new videos. So let's talk about comments. What are comments? Comments are the line of code which are not executed by a script but are helpful to know some information about your script. So how we can write a comment? It is very simple and common method to write a comment inside your script. We can write a comment with a hash before your line of comment. So whenever you start a line of code with hash, then it will become a comment. So now let's add some comments to our script which we have created earlier. So first of all, let's change our echo string, which was hello world. So we will write here, it is my second script. So as you can see, I have changed my echo string. So now let's add some comments. So first of all, we will use hash before line of comment, and here we will write for example, let's write I am writing my second script. So as you can see, this is the comment which we have added into our script, and this comment will not be executed when you run your script or when you try to execute your script. So the second method of adding the comment is you can also write comment in front of your echo command. For example, I am writing hash, this is a comment. So as you can see, you can write a comment like this as well. So just simply save your script and let's run it from here using the command /test.sh. So as you can see, it is my second script. It is printed on the screen, as you can see, and the comments which we have added are not printed on the on our script when we run it or when we executed it. Now let's talk about variables. What are variables? Variables are the container which stores some data inside them. So whenever you define a variable, they store some kind of data. It can be a string data or any number or any other kind of data. Now in shell there are two types of variables. Number one is the system variable, which are predefined by the system, and number two is the user defined variables. So first is what are system variables? Let's talk about system variables. System variables are created and maintained by your Linux or Unix operating system. So these are some predefined variables which are defined by your operating system, and the standard convention is that these are the variables which are defined in capital cases, right? So whenever you see some variable which are capitals, most likely they are the system variables. Now the other type of variable is user defined variable, and this type of variables are created and maintained by the user like us, and these type of variables are generally defined the lower cases. These if you see some lowercase variables, so it means these are the user defined variables. So let's see what are some system variables which we can use in our script. So for example, I am writing here I will write echo and the dollar before the variable, and then there is a variable called bash. So as you can see, I have written the variable in capital case. So it is a system variable, and it will give you your bash shell name Now just save your script and let's execute it. So control S to save our script, and here we will execute our script. So as you can see, this is our string. It is my second script, which was the echo command, and on the second it is showing us the name of our bash. So now as you can see, this variable gives us the name of bash shell. There are some more system variables like let's add some more variables with echo command, echo dollar user. So it will print the current user which is currently logged in into your Linux or Unix. Now let's add one more variable with echo command dollar, and let's say we want to print the current version of our bash. So we will use the variable bash version, and after that let's add one more variable using the command echo dollar, and let's say we want to print the home directory using the command home, and let's add one more variable using the command echo. So let's say we want to print the present working directory. So for this we will use pwd variable. So you can search for more system variables. There are a lot of them available. So I am just going to save my script, and let's execute our script once again, and let's see what output it gives. So save it with control S, and let's execute it. So as you can see, we have used the lowercase in pwd variable. So we have to use uppercase variable. If you will use the lowercase variable, it will not be considered as a system variable. So just replace it with capital letters, and save it again and execute it. So now as you can see, on our first line is echo. It is my second script. So this was our first line, and after that this is these are our five system variables. Number one is the bash, the name of our bash. Number second is user, which we want to print. The user is cyberzone, and on the number fourth we have the bash version, which is 5.0.17, and on the fifth number we have the home directory, the path of our home directory, and on the last we have the present working directory, which is desktop, where we are working currently. So friends, these are some system variables. Now let's talk about user defined variables. So how we can define user defined variables? So you can define variables really simply by giving a name. So for example, I want to create a variable called name. So I will just write here name, and after that I will write the equal to symbol or sign here, and then the value. So for example, I want to write the value as the any name, for example Jack. Now this is the user defined variable. We have seen that how to create a user defined variable, but how you can use this variable? You can use this variable with a dollar symbol before it. So I will just write the after this I will write the echo command, and after that I will use the dollar, and then the name, which we have specified the name of the variable, which is name itself. So it will give me the name. Now with echo you can also write the for example, you can just write the name is, and then the variable name. So this will give me the name, whatever this name variable contains. Now just execute it. So just save the file and execute it. So now as you can see, this on the last, this is our user defined variable, which was name, which we have specified name equals to Jack. So when we will use this variable name with dollar symbol, it will print the any of the value which we have specified in the name variable. So friends, that's it for our today's session, and I hope you have learned something valuable from my today's session. If you have learned something valuable from today's session, so like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification of all my new videos. So let's meet in the next session. Until then, take care, goodbye.